Hello, neighbor. Alicia Dolan here at Creating in My Corner. I'm so glad that you could join me for this Stampin' Sunday video. Tonight, I am going to make a card, and I just decided before I came live that I'm going to use this, let's see, Playing in the Rain stamp set. I thought this was so cute when I saw it in the new mini catalog. And there is even a set of dies that goes with it. I thought it would be really great to use this. So that's my plan for tonight. I'm just checking really quick to make sure that the video is live and that everything is good. It looks like everything is good. So let's go ahead and get started. I don't have, I haven't been planning out my videos ahead of time. We're kind of just flying by the seat of our pants, as some people would say. So tonight we are going to use the Playing in the Rain stamp set and dies. And then I have some gingham, country gingham paper here that's in the, I think it's in the mini catalog. I'm not 100% sure. So there's that. I have a piece of basic white cardstock. I've got some mint macaron. I wanted to do balmy blue since we were doing rain, but we're gonna throw that in a little bit later. And then I have, I'll probably use some tuxedo black memento ink. And I also have some nice pastels here. So I've got Blushing Bride, Balmy Blue, and Mint Macaron ink. If you guys can give me a thumbs up if you hear me. I can see that some people are watching, but I can't tell if you can hear me or not. But I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll get started making our card tonight. Hold on one second. Like there's always a little delay between my switching over my camera on, and tonight my room is looking a little bit dark, so I'm going to turn another light on and we'll go ahead and get started making our card. I hope that you can see me and hear me. Let me know if you can't. And I'm not sure what I can do about it, but I will definitely try to figure it out. Okay, so here is our stamp set. And oh, I haven't even put this one together yet. So I know for sure that I want to use this here, little bunny, and I want to use this saying, rainy days are better with you. So while it's not raining here right now, I'm trying to plan ahead for spring. I really want to send a few more cards than I usually do, which is, it seems a little bit silly since I make so many cards not to send them out. So what I'm doing, if you get red rubber stamps, this is how they come. And I just punched this one out. They all just punch out like that. And then you'll have a separate sheet here that has the stickers on them. So we are starting right from the beginning today and even putting our stamp set together. So you're going to peel off the back of that sticker. And then I like to peel off the back of my stamp. And I try to line up one side and then kind of let the other one fall as best I can along the edge. And I found that that's the easiest way for me. I know there are lots of different videos about what the best way to line those up is. But for me, so far, that seems to work the best. Okay, so I know I want to use this one, and I want to use Oh Happy Day. So I just need to find that. And then when you punch it out, you're just going to be careful. I don't like to rip my full sheet because I save it and put my stamps back in there to kind of keep them a little bit neat and organized. Then you're going to peel off the back of the sticker sheet, just like this. I hope that you're all doing well out there. I have been feeling out of sorts, but not really in a lot of ways that can be described. Just kind of, I'm just having trouble concentrating and feeling a little out of sorts. And I know that part of it is due to the clutter in my house. It's currently, I am, when it comes to cleaning, I can be a stacker. And so I think what that means is I will, instead of actually cleaning, I will stack and sort through and restack things so that they fit better in space, but not necessarily get rid of enough things that moving forward, I don't have to stack as many. Now, this is our die set here. This is the Playing in the Rain die set, and I just wanted to give it a quick look and see what we've got as far as dies. And what I'm hoping for is right here, this little bunny, because I want to cut that bunny out and possibly some clouds as well. Okay, so let's set that aside for now. And we're going to start our card design. And first, I've got a piece here of thick basic white. And I like to use the thick white when I'm making a card base, just because the card will hold up a little better. And this is, I'm just measuring to make sure it's the right size, 5.5 by 8.5. And we are going to score it here at 4.25. Let's see, let me scoot that a little bit so hopefully you can see it better. And then when we take it out, there's that nice score line right down the middle. And we're going to fold with the bump up. So I like to think of this side as the mountain and this side as the valley. And so we're folding towards the mountain. And we're just going to fold right along that line and take our bone folder and press it down. And there is our card base. Actually, we're going to make it go this way this time. And next we need a piece of designer series paper that's 3 1/8 by 4 3/8. And I have got this gingham paper here. I'm just gonna look for one that is mint. Okay, and this is super cute, so we're gonna use that one. And we need it to be 3 1/8 by 4 3. Nope, that's wrong. 3 by 4 1/4. Whew, good thing I double checked that. Okay, so 3. And if you're signed up for my email list, then I will be sending out the instructions for this. And I will make sure that all the measurements and products that I use are listed in there. So you can recreate this card or you can case it and turn it into something else altogether. Okay, so here is our piece of designer series paper. Now we're going to cut a piece of mint macaron to frame this. Now we will just grab a piece here. I have been tucking all my little scraps inside with my paper so that I can find them easily. All right, and this one is going to be 3 1/8 by 4 3/8. So 3 1/8, because it's going to be just a thin frame around by 4 3/8. And just in case you didn't know, I don't want to assume anything. When you're measuring, these little marks in here are going to tell you the measurements that I'm talking about. So you know there's obviously like the 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, and the line in between there is going to be the half. The line in between the half and the number is the quarter, and the line in between the quarter and the number is going to be the eighth. So, and then the one in between that is the 16th, but I very rarely will measure down to the 16th. Okay, so our designer series paper is going to go on top of our mint macaron cardstock like this. And then we're going to need one more piece of designer series paper. So let's look back through our stack here. Now these are all, you know what, these are all gingham. So let's do something a little different. We're gonna take a piece of mint macaron and we're gonna cut that 1 inch by 5 inches. Let's see, does that measure 1 inch right there? Yes, it does. Okay, so we're gonna cut a piece that's 1 inch by 5 inches. I'm just tossing my little scraps off to the side today. Okay, so this will go across like that. And then I'm gonna grab a little bit, another piece of designer series paper. And this time I'm looking for, I think I'm gonna use the balmy blue. But let's get a little bit bigger pattern. So let's use this one. And we are going to cut out a circle. So I'm going to use, actually, let's see, let's double check our dies here. Yep, I think a circle is going to be best. I don't think there's not what I'm looking for in there. All right, and so here we have our layering circles dies. If you don't have these dies, you should probably get some. I use them a lot. You really want to have a few basic shapes. So if you have a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, you can get these dies and use it in that. And actually right now, if you join Stampin' Up, because it's celebration right now, if you join Stampin' Up, you can get the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine in the most beautiful boho blue. I wish that I could stop and sign up again just to get that beautiful machine. It is so, so, so pretty. But you can get that machine as part of your kit, and then you get $175 in product, and you only pay $129.99. So if you're interested in getting that mini machine and joining my team, then call me and let me know, because I would be happy to walk you through it. or answer any questions you might have. And when you join Stampin' Up, you even get 20% off all your future orders. So if you love stamping supplies, craft supplies, glue even, you can get $175 in glue if you want. And the glue dots are wonderful. They stick to everything. Okay, so let's show you how this mini machine works. Okay, this is the white one, but the blue is so pretty. I'm gonna post a picture of it later so that you guys can see. But I'm telling you, you are not gonna want to miss that. Okay, so here we're gonna use our plate number 3. I talked about this a little bit last week. This mini cut and emboss machine comes with 3 different plates. There's plate number 1, which is supposed to be the cutting plate, I will tell you. This is plate number 4, which is supposed to be the embossing plate. And we have right here plate number 3 that says embossing folders. Oh, wait, what's the difference between 3 and... Oh, number 4 is for 3D embossing folders. Number 3. Okay. So there are different types of embossing folders, but what we're going to do tonight, we are going to use plate 2. And as you can see, I tried to cut on the same plate for a really long time before I dig into my second plate. Then we put our paper down and then our die, and our die is facing down. So the flattest part of the die is up because we want to cut that on that bottom plate, not on the top. And then we can slide our top plate in over the top, and I always lower it down pretty gently because see how that can kind of scoot around. And if you notice it scooting too much, it might be because your plate is bowed. Then you just want to flip it over and use that other side. And then it should help it stay in place a little bit more. So we're going to push it in. And then once it gets in there, we're just going to turn that handle and crank it through. All right. I got to find a little different stand for my phone because I see it's wiggling again. I was using it on a TV tray, but I had to put that away because it's taking too much space up. Okay. All right, guys. Do you think, let's see. I'm not sure about that blue now. Maybe I have too many colors going on here. I'm not sure. Okay, I wonder if maybe it should be something else. All right, I have to think about it for a minute. But let's keep going while we're doing that. Okay, I'm just gonna fold this up and set it off to the side for right now, because we're definitely gonna need it again. All right, so this is what we've got so far. We've got our, let's see, we've got our layers here. This would go across. I think that's too much of the same color. Let's make this one white. So then we need a piece of white. And I've got a scrap right in my bin that should work. Let's go with that. I think that's a little better. And what if we did, what if we just do a mint macaron circle instead of blue? I think that blue is pulling away from it a little bit too much. So that scrap has a fold in the middle. So let's just grab a different one real quick. I think that'll be the right size in there. Okay. Here we go again. I'll try not to shake the table quite so much this time. So we're going to set that down. And again, we've got our plate number 3. We've got our really cut up embossing folder, and plate, sorry. And then we're just going to slide this on top. And we're going to cut out one more circle here. I think this bunny's going to be quite a bit bigger than our circle though. Let's see if I can get a circle just one size bigger than that. I think it'll just fit in there. We'll see. We'll try not to cut off the edges here. Ooh. All right, I'm struggling a little bit. I'm gonna try and run it through the other side. There we go. All right. Sometimes you just have to back up and start over, right? All right, so we've got our embossing plate, our number 2, our paper, the die, and then our top plate. All right, and we're gonna push it in until that handle starts to turn. Come on, little embossing machine. And then we'll just feel it, crank it through. All right, here we go. Okay, I think I'm gonna be happier with that. I don't know if you all are or not, but since I don't see any comments, I'm gonna have to go with my own best judgment, right? Okay. So then there is our green circle. I think that's going to be really nice. Now we need a piece of white to stamp our bunny on. Let's see if he'll fit on. I think he's going to fit just perfect on this one. Here is my Stamparatus. Now, if you don't have a Stamparatus, it is a great tool for making sure that you stamp exactly where you want to. Okay, so we're going to put our little bunny right here. And I forgot something. Let's see if we can. You know what I'm going to do is mark this. Okay. I'm just going to pull this piece of paper out because I'm using a red rubber stamp and I forgot to pull out my foam mat. When I stamp with a red rubber stamp, instead of photopolymer, I like to pull that. Right out. And since I marked my paper, I can get it right back in the spot where it needs to be. I'm going to ink up my bunny with some Memento Tuxedo Black just by tapping. Now notice I'm not pressing hard. I'm just tapping. Actually, it's probably more like tapping. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. And then I'm just going to lower my plate, press it down, and notice I'm not pressing hard. I'm just pressing it firmly down. And I missed some spots. I don't like that. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to try again. Sometimes when you first stamp with a new stamp, you should practice first, right? I don't always do that. Let's try that once before we go on. Hi, Kathy. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm glad to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you in person in a really long time, but I'm always glad to see you here. Okay, so now our stamp synced up. Let's try that again. And we're going to press firmly in the center. Up and see, that looks much better. Okay, and since I marked my spot, I'm just going to turn my paper over, sit it back in that corner. And I'm still going to make this paper work. It's going to work for me. Okay, we tap, tap, tap on our bunny. And lower our plate. Press in the center. And there he is, so cute, or she, whichever. So cute. Okay, so there is our bunny. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to color this little bunny in. And to do that, I am going to use some ink and this blender pen. Okay, so first I'm going to use this Blushing Bride. And what I'm going to do is squeeze my ink pad together in the center. And you'll feel the top and the bottom kind of squish a little bit in, but it won't break. And when you open it up, you'll see this little spot of ink on the inside. And what you're going to do is take the tip of your blender pen and just pick up a little bit of that pink ink. And we're going to color the nose. And I'm going to put a little bit of pink inside her ears. Just like this. And I try to start where there's white space and kind of work towards the black, because every once in a while my blender pen will pick up that black ink. And I'd rather it be going towards the black than out into the bunny. I'm going to pick up a little more pink. And I just want a little pink on her hands. And then maybe a little bit even down here on her feet. All right, and then when I'm done with the, oh, you know what? She needs little pink cheeks too, doesn't she? Just at least a little bit. So we're just gonna start right here and give her some little pink. Maybe just a tiny smidge on the other side. Okay. And then when you're done with one color, all you have to do is rub it here on your paper a little bit until it's clear, and you can switch right on to the next color. Okay, so now we're done with our pink, and we're going to use our blue, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to squeeze it together. And pick up some of that blue. And this time I'm going to go along the edge of her coat and just kind of pull that color a little bit towards the middle. And I'm going to do that around each edge. Now, working with the blender pen and the ink like this, you do have to work a little bit fast for a couple of reasons. The ink does not stay long on that blender pen because it's not extremely wet. It's more like a marker than it is a paintbrush. So, and we have to move kind of fast. And we're working on basic white paper, which isn't very thick and doesn't hold up well to a lot of wetness. So we're going to try and work kind of fast and not go over areas we've already been through. See right there where it did start to kind of fall apart a little bit. So we want to make sure that we give it time to dry. I'm going to pick up a tiny bit more blue and get some here in the buttons. And then maybe a bit down along this edge here. This way. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. We'll go along these little lines here because I'm pretty sure they put them there to show you that there should be a little color there, a little definition, a little bit of wrinkle maybe. All right, so there we go. There is our little bunny. Okay. And now we need to check and see with our dies how much of the bunny is going to get cut out, because I don't think we're going to cut out the puddle. Is that right? Yep. All right, so now we're going to run our little bunny through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Actually, first, I'm going to clean my stamp just so that the ink doesn't get smeared around. And I'm using my Simply Chamois because all I need to clean my stamp with this is just water. And then when I'm done, I take it upstairs every couple of days and rinse it out real good. And that's all I have to do to take care of it. So I like when things are really easy to take care of and they work well. Okay, so there is our little bunny. And let's put this aside for a second. Here's our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine again, and we're going to run this little bunny through. See, I don't know if it's going to fit this way, so I'm just going to give her a little trim. And where did I put the plate? Here we go. Okay, so plate number 3 is going to go first. And then our cutting plate, our paper with our little stamped bunny. And then we're going to line up our die so that it fits just around the edges. Just like that. We're going to set this plate on top. Okay, and then we're going to hold it down, push it in, and when we see that handle turn, we're going to crank it through. Just like that. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Okay, so here is our little bunny. And now what I think we could do is cut out a little puddle to go beneath her. Because to me, it looks like this die right here could be a little puddle. So grab a little piece of balmy blue. And picture, I just had that out and now I can't find the balmy blue. Where could it have gone? Oh, I think I found it. Here we go. Right, and this one is just tiny, so I can use one of these little scraps that I saved. Oh, little scrap. Okay. And we're going to cut out this little puddle. I think I scooted it, but I don't think it went too far so that it's off the paper. Cute. All right, so here's her little puddle. And actually, maybe we'll color that just a tiny bit. Let's put these plates to the side. That. And I'm going to put this tiny puddle away before I lose it. And I think at the beginning, while I'm thinking about it, I said I wanted to use Rainy Days Are Better With You. And I punched out the wrong saying. Okay, so let's punch that out real quick. Rainy days are better with you. And then we can peel back off that stamp. Now, if you get photopolymer stamps, then you won't be doing any of this peeling because they don't have labels like this. You can see right through them. Okay, get rid of those little scraps. And let's to the side. Okay. And let's color this little puddle. I've got some a dark balmy blue marker right here. And I just kind of want to make it just a little more obvious that it's a puddle. So I'm just kind of highlighting the outline of it. There we go. That's gonna be good. Okay, we're almost ready to start putting our card together. We just need one more thing. And on this little piece of white, we are gonna stamp our sentiment. So here's my stamparatus. I'm gonna put my piece of paper down here. And then my little sentiment, rainy days are better with you. And I'm gonna make sure it's over here on the left and make sure that I have room for my little bunny. Okay, so we're gonna scoot this right over here. Close the plate, pick it up, and I'm gonna tap, 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 tap that ink on again. Right here. Okay, and then we just close the plate, press it in the center, and there is You know what I forgot to do is practice stamp again, but this time it turned out okay. All right, so let's clean off our stamp real quick. We can put that one right away. And then let's put our card together. All right, so we've got our little sentiment here. We've got our tiny puddle. We've got our bunny in our circle. So what we're going to do is turn over our piece of designer series paper and we're going to add some glue to the back. And now someone did ask me about embossing with the mini cut and emboss machine, and you can emboss with it. There are special embossing plates that are made smaller so that they fit right through. And I only have one of those so far. So most of the dies that I have will fit through, except for the ones that are a little bit bigger. But the regular size embossing plates will not, because it's only about 3.5 inches wide, maybe. So I am waiting on some more of those to come. And then for sure, I will do a video and show you how that works. But I didn't have what I wanted to go with the embossing folder that I have. Well, maybe I do, but I have to look through it a little bit more to see. Okay, so this is gonna go on here like this. And we'll add some glue. We'll put this one flat down, I think. And I always do a thin line around the edge and then a squiggle in the middle when I'm doing my glue. I found that works best for me. Okay, and then you can center this, and if it's not exactly center, you can kind of wiggle it around a little bit until that liquid glue dries. That's one of my favorite things about liquid glue, is it gives me a little flexibility to move things around if they're not quite as straight as I want them to be initially. Okay, and then this is gonna go next, but I feel like it needs something. So we're gonna take our mint macaron, open it up, and over here off to the side, I have some little sponge daubers. So what we're gonna do is put our little sponge dauber in our ink, and we're just gonna sponge along the edge of this little white piece. And this is just going to add a little smidge of color where before it was kind of plain. And it's not going to take us very long. It doesn't cost anything extra. You can use a little sponge if you have one at home. You could probably use a blender brush. You can use a baby wipe and tap it in that ink. Any of those things will work. I really like these little sponge daubers though, because then my fingers stay a little bit cleaner than they would with some of those other methods. Okay, so there, I think that's a little bit better. And I'm gonna put that on after I close my ink off with some Stampin' Dimensionals. And what I have right now is these mini Stampin' Dimensionals. I don't know what happened to my full-size ones, but when I was cleaning, I must have put them in a safe place, because now I do not know where they are. I hope I'm not the only person that happens to. but it seems to happen a lot. I put things in a safe place and then they're lost. At least until the next time I clean. And then I say, oh, that's where they went. Okay. Here is our little saying. Oh. Now you do have to be a little bit careful when you put these down because those Stampin' Dimensionals are not as forgiving as the liquid glue for sure. All right, so we're gonna kind of try and center it. As you can see, my fingers are a little twitchy tonight or something. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Then we're gonna glue our circle down. Okay, just like that. And our little bunny's gonna go right on top of there. Actually, I think we'll put her on a dimensional and we'll put this little puddle right flat. Okay, so let's put her on first. Maybe she's Little Bunny Foo Foo. I don't know. Have you ever heard that song, Little Bunny Foo Foo? I've always thought it was so funny. Oh, you did the same. Thank goodness, Kathy. Sometimes I think I'm the only person who's losing things that I should be putting away. Okay, so here's our little bunny. And I think we're going to put her puddle over here so that it's kind of just, let's see. Yeah. So it's just under her. So I'm just going to put a little dab of glue on the back. Just like that. And we'll stick that right under her feet. Just like that. And now, let's see, we could tie on some string, but I think we really need just some little sparkly dots. Oh. You can hear all my things falling over in the background. They are today. Let's see. I think those will blend in a little too much. Let's use these fine sparkle adhesive back pins. Those are really cute. I am really glad you joined me tonight. I hope that you saw something cool that you wouldn't have seen otherwise. And if you have any questions about Celebration or the specials that are offered right now, it really is the very best time to join Stampin' Up. I joined during the Celebration. I think it's been 2 years ago now. I've joined on and off several times through the years. When the girls were little, I had a hard time making enough time to do a lot of stamping. But now I have a little more time to do it. They're a little bit older, so there are times when they can kind of take care of themselves. And it's really important. I found it's really important for me to take the time for things that I enjoy. So that helps me be more present when I'm with them. When I'm away from them, I'm doing something that's refreshing for me. Okay. So here is our card for tonight. Let's see. I'll try and get it up close so you can see it. But I think this little bunny is so cute. And that is again from the, let's see, Playing in the Rain stamp set. So if you want to get all the instructions for this card, all the measurements and everything, make sure you're signed up. And I will be sending out an email by Wednesday night with all those measurements in it. I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I will see you again next Sunday. Happy stamping, everyone.